What?
We are live. I think so. Hey guys, how you guys doing? My name is Jose Garcia. Welcome to today's Hangout. Today will be talking about Think and Grow Rich. It's going to be chapter 4 on autosuggestion, and I have my great business partners, my great friends from the UK, Mr. Karen. Say hello to the camera, Karen.
How you doing, guys? Kieran Brown here from the UK.
My man, Karen. And on the other side, we have Mr. Carlos Ebanks.
You know how it is.
Yeah, of course you know how it is, man. Anyways, all right, guys. So, yeah, today we're going to go ahead and, like I said, we're going to discuss the chapter on autosuggestion. We're going to have a lot of fun. You know, we're going to give you guys a lot of value. That's always our goal and our mission and our intention is to provide as much value as we possibly can so you can go out there and accomplish your goals, right? Accomplish your dreams, because we know that you can do it. And, you know, like I said, that's what we're here for, is to help you guys and support you guys along the way. Okay? So, does anybody want to start it, or do you guys want me to start discussing the chapter? Let's go ahead and go with Mr. Aaron. Start us off.
Yeah, you can go ahead and start. You want me to start with something?
What's that?
Start with something. Do you want me to start with something? Or are you going to start?
Okay, I'll start it. Yeah, guys. So,
Yeah.
This chapter, I really liked it. I really, really like this chapter, guys. From what I got out of it, you know, like autosuggestion, it talks a lot about the subconscious mind. How we're supposed to be able to control what goes into our subconscious mind. Now, I highlighted a little piece that I want to share with you guys, okay? So this is what it says. Through the dominating thoughts which one permits to remain in the conscious mind, whether these thoughts are negative or positive, the principle of autosuggestion voluntarily reaches the subconscious mind and influences it with these thoughts. Okay? So from my understanding, you know, of what I got from that is like, guys, we have the power and the control to be able to, you know, kind of control what goes into our subconscious mind. Because if, as we read here, it doesn't matter if it's something positive or if it's something negative, you're able to control that, but it's up to you to control it, right? Another little thing that I got from the book, it gave us an example of like a farmer, right? Or like seeds. If you have like a farm, if you're a farmer and you don't grow anything on your land, what's going to happen? Weeds are going to start to come out, right? Thing that's useless. On the other hand, if you take care of your land, if you plant corn or if you plant tomatoes or apples or whatever you want to plant, guess what? Those are the fruits that you're gonna be able to harvest. Okay? So it's kind of the same thing with our subconscious mind, you know, kind of like I said, a big thing that I got from that was that you have to be able to control what goes into your subconscious mind, because if you don't, guess what? Negativity is just automatically gonna go in there. Those weeds, those worthless weeds that are good for nothing, right? So you have to be able to control that. You know, let's say, let's say there's a situation. Either you look at it from the negative perspective, or you look at it from the positive perspective, right? Which one are you gonna choose? See, you have to choose the positive one, or you have to choose the one that's gonna benefit you. Okay? So that was kind of something that I wanted to pass it on to Mr. Carlos. Carlos, what do you have, you know, on this chapter on autosuggestion? Maybe you can share with us another golden nugget, or maybe go into kind of more in depth of what I shared.
Yeah, I just want to hear what Kieran says though first, man. I want to see what he thinks about what you just said.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, yeah, touching upon what just saying about it's exactly what you just said was bang on, because it's like, you know, the kind of information that you pump into your mind is kind of, you know, what's going to come out in your reality. So it's like, you know, if you're going to pump negativity into your mind and, you know, only kind of plant negative seeds in your garden, what's going to happen from that? Obviously, negativity is going to become your reality in your life, but it's got to work with. Do you know what I mean? If you kind of overload your garden with positivity, whether you've got a little bit of negative seeds, or if your dominant thoughts are positivity, then what's going to happen? Obviously, it's going to become your reality. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna positivity will harvest in your garden. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So really, that's what it really comes down to. It's kind of like pumping positivity into your mind, making sure you have the dominant thoughts of positivity. Then that will kind of manifest in your life. But yeah, man, that's all I really got for that.
Yeah, man.
How about you, Carlos?
Yeah. Really, I just want to kind of expound on what you were saying and what Jose was saying in it, because I think last week I was talking about this a lot, and that's why I was under the assumption that we were on auto-suggestion last week, and that's why I was kind of I knew that was on faith, but I was almost mixed in with auto-suggestion a little bit, because those kind of chapters are kind of go hand in hand for me, innit? But like, I know this, like, this is becoming like second nature to me now, innit? The fact that I know if I just let my mind just be neutral, like, just like Jose said, the weeds will grow in it. And so one thing that has helped me is definitely things like what we spoke about last week as well, like affirmations, innit? But putting myself in a different mental environment, because in my copy of Think and Grow Rich, innit, what Jose said, I've actually put an arrow from it, and the arrow is, mental environment. And this is a post I did on Facebook, and basically what it is, it's agreeing with obviously what Napoleon's saying, because he's saying that if you just let your mind be neutral, and that negative thoughts are going to happen. So what I said about listening to things and stuff like that, and taking yourself from one mental environment to another mental environment, is really, that's the game changer for me. Because if I'm ever low, or if I have any destructive thoughts, like, oh, you're not going to do this, you're not going to make this happen, or those low thoughts that we have, or just negative low thoughts, I know that I can stick on an audio, or I know I can put something on that's very repetitive, and then it's almost like my mind starts to re-engineer to whatever's being played, and then my thoughts start to change in it to like more positive thoughts and stuff like that. And I'm telling you straight, like, it's almost magical, like what happens when you stick an audio on when you're going through like a negative thought process, and then you just let the audio kind of soak in, because your thoughts change in it. Like, if you're listening to, say, Bob Proctor say you're great, believe in yourself, and there's greatness within you, you can do it, self-image, this, all these things. You can't really have a negative thought process in that if you're engaging with the audio in it. And so I think that's one of the things that's what I do as well when it comes to this part of the book. So yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you, Carlos. And thank you, Karen.
Cool,
yeah,
man.
That's just, I really like what Carlos was saying, how you're able to control what goes into your mind with audios, right? And we always tell you guys, we always, we sound like a broken record, right? I know I do.
Repetition, huh?
I tell my team members, Carlos and Karen, they know this from the beginning. I was like, guys, you have to read, you have to listen to audios, you have to work on yourself every day. Because if you don't, you're going to allow your mind to start wandering into junk, into stuff that's not going to help you. So it's really, really important for us to be able to control what goes into our mind, right? Something that I wanted to share with you guys that I've personally been doing is I have my little tape recorder. This is probably the best investment I have ever made. And I don't say this lightly. I bought this maybe 5 years ago for school, because I recorded my classes, right, when I was going to Fresno State. And then I would listen to them again, and I would take notes, and that's how my grades started to improve. But, we're not talking about school because we're not big fans of it, right? Kind of. Well, I'm not. But anyways, so now, guys, what I do is I record myself. I record my definite chief aim. I record the self-confidence formula, and I listen to it over and over and over. And what this does, regardless of what I'm doing, like, it's feeding my mind and it's clearing it, and I'm not allowing negativity to go into my mind, right? Don't get me wrong, there are days when you don't feel like it. There are, things happen. You're just like, oh, man. But the thing is, how long are you going to be there? How long are you going to be focusing on what's not serving you, and kind of take control of it? Be like, you know what? I'm going to pop in an audio. You know what? I'm going to record my definite chief aim, my self-confidence formula, my, something that's going to help you, right? I have a bunch of audios from YouTube into this little tape recorder. Why? Because, wherever I'm at, I have this plugged in, and I'm listening to it. Whether I'm in the car, I'm driving, whatever I'm doing, even in, where I'm at right here in my house, like, I literally just plug it into my little speaker as I'm cleaning, I'm doing whatever, and I'm feeding my mind with this stuff, right? Now, something else that was really, really important from this chapter that I really wanted to touch upon is the power of emotions, okay? This is huge, okay? If I read a book, or if I tell you guys, if I say to myself, let's say this is an affirmation of mine, you know, I am a great leader. I am extremely successful. I am extremely abundant. I will be a successful individual in life. Are you kidding? You're not going to influence anything if you don't put any emotion into it, right? So you have to put some, it has to come from the inside, right? I am a leader. I am helping people succeed. I am great. I am a servant. But you see, there's more emotion into it. And, you know, something that Napoleon Hill said was that unless you add emotion into your affirmations, into the things that you tell yourself, you're never going to be able to dig into the subconscious mind. Okay? So whenever you guys are doing this, be sure you guys put emotion and feel what it would be like to have that already. Feel what it would be like to be that leader that you intend to be. Okay? Don't just say, one day I'm going to be successful. Soon I'm going to have my breakthrough. Because if you keep saying that, guess what? It's always going to be in the future, my friend. You have to say it, I am, or I have, right? So I want to get your guys' perspective on you know, what I'm saying now, you know, about, you know, what we got from the book on the power of emotions, right? Maybe your guys' you know, a couple of golden nuggets, maybe some stories that you guys have noticed for yourselves of when you really put that emotion, what happens, right? I know Carlos is a great person in video. So is Karen, right? I know Karen, the other day we were on a little chat and Karen's like, man, I want to make videos now because I just saw Carlos's video, right? So, but I want Karen's opinion and Carlos, what his state was when he was making that video. See, guys, 90%, I say 80 or 90% of your communication is nonverbal, right? It's the emotion that you say it. Is the, you know, looking into people's eyes. There's so much more to communication and success than people really think there is, right? So I want to go ahead and get Mr. Let's bring up Karen first. Let's see, Karen, go ahead and share with us a couple of golden nuggets, my brother.
Yeah, like touching upon what you said, like with the whole Carlos and video story and like with the whole emotion stuff, it's like he inspired. I watched the video that he done, which is like a 20-minute audio, uncut, unedited, or nothing edited. So, like, you know, he just flowed off his head, and it kind of inspired me to just say, you know what, I'm just gonna flow a video right now, and I did do it. But the joke, listen to the joke. I've done the video. It's about 10 minutes long, and then only to realize that the video was cut off half my head. I was like, I did the whole video, and obviously I realized the video was cut off half my head, so you know that didn't go down too well. But you know what, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna post it anyway. I thought it ran off my head, so I'm just gonna post it. Everybody knows what I look like anyway, so you know I thought I'd post it. But it was like the emotion that was attached to it was like, you know, it just flowed. It felt like it flowed naturally. Do you know what I mean? I didn't really have to think about it. It was just kind of like, you know, it was a video about kind of like my desire and the kind of right mindset you have to have towards like gaining riches and stuff like that. So it was like it flowed naturally for me. It was like all the stuff that I've been kind of soaking in and marinating in from like the book and like from other subconscious stuff that I've been learning. It's like this is all kind of coming to practice now. So I've kind of started to practice the stuff I've been learning. Do you get what I mean? So what that done for me was like it just was powerful for me, man. It just, you know what I mean? I've never been able to like kind of record videos straight off my head. So it was like to be able to do that just because of the emotions that I had running through me was just awesome. Do you know what I mean? It was just awesome, man. So yeah, man, that's kind of like the story I had for that. But like, yeah, that's what I really got for that. To be honest with you, I'll pass it over.
Go ahead, brother Carlos.
Yeah, man, that's wicked, man. Nah, because I just look at it like, yo, can you hear me? You guys hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Nah, man, I just look at it like, yo, like these days, all I'm thinking about is just, I'm thinking about my voice. I'm thinking about what, you know, like, I don't care anymore that I'm on camera, or at least I'm caring a lot less. And now it's just really about giving some stuff instead of holding back. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And like, I know that I have a lot to say, and I know that I have a lot to give. So it doesn't make sense for me to keep it inside without saying it to other people, because look how you got inspired by what I did, and no doubt you're going to inspire me, and obviously Jose, you know, he inspired both of us, and then we go and inspire the whole world. And it's like, if you could just duplicate that, you know, that's when the money starts coming in. Like, that's when all the you know, the different realities start coming in it. But like, to go kind of back to the book as well, with what Jose was saying earlier, with how your emotions obviously play a part, it's like, I don't really do my DCA, or I don't really do anything like that without emotions. Like with the video and stuff, I don't do my stuff without emotions. Like, I can't do things in a monotone way, because it's not real. There's no passion in it. And so it's almost like this instruction is more to people that ain't really attached to their desire, because it's like, if you're attached to your desire, you're going to be emotional towards it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But if you're not attached to your desire, then there's no emotions there. And so I just really feel like it's just natural for me. You know, I don't even know why it's included there. Obviously, it's kind of common sense for me to put emotions into my DCA, or into my affirmations, or into whatever I'm doing, you know. Whereas, I don't know, because I really am attached to my desire. That's just it, you know.
Touching upon what you just said, Carlos, it's kind of like, I think that like, people kind of want riches, but they don't, like, or they want some more money in their life, but they don't have that kind of, some people don't have that burning desire yet.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's burning for me. I can feel it now. I'm burning up.
Do you get what I mean? For you,
Yeah.
you have
A firefighter for you guys. I gotta get the firefighters to, you know, put down your fire.
So as I was saying, Carlos, us guys, we've kind of already got our burning desire, but a lot of people kind of need to do that. So it's like, I think for some people, it's kind of like they don't have the emotion attached to it yet. So they kind of have to build that. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, look, with the stuff that we're learning and stuff like that, it's kind of, you know, it's making us more attached to our desire. I think, well, it has for me anyway.
I think I was being a bit ignorant still, because obviously there was one point in my life where I didn't really have a desire that was on fire in it. I didn't have that burning desire in it. And now, I think the reason I have the burning desire is through things like autosuggestion. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because at the end of the day, autosuggestion is like, it's you suggesting stuff to yourself. Auto means obviously self-administered in it, and suggestion is obviously suggestions and stuff like that. So that's what it means, self-administered suggestion. And so obviously I took for granted some of the steps that I did, obviously, to build my desire. But if there is anyone that is listening to this or will listen to this in the future, Kieran's right. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to build that burning desire, and to build that burning desire, Napoleon's right. You have to administer suggestions to yourself on a day-to-day basis, like affirmations. I'm telling you straight, yeah, sometimes I might fall off and I might not do everything every day consistently. That's one thing I'm working on and getting a lot better with. But there's not a week now that goes by where I don't do some affirmations or administered suggestion, self-administered suggestion. Like, I'm constantly in it now because my desire is burning in it. And so, you know, I think you just have to build up that momentum first, in it, and then, like, it's like an avalanche, like a snowball. You know how a snowball goes downhill? It starts off small, and then it rolls with some more snow all the way down to the bottom until it starts a massive, you know, thing. So that's why I would say to anyone who's listening to it that has a problem with their desire right now and has a problem with emotionalizing their suggestions, is just keep going with it, and eventually you'll get it. You know, like, yeah.
For sure.
Powerful, man. That was awesome.
That's awesome. Let's see, I think probably Maritza is on watching us. Hi, Maritza, if that's you, or whoever our viewers are. How you guys doing? She's going to be like, why did you do that again? Yeah, guys. But, yeah, guys, I mean, it's just auto-suggestion. It's something, like, we do this naturally, right? Whether we think about it or not, like, we're always suggesting things to ourselves.
Yeah.
You know? Now, again, the thing is, what are we going to tell ourselves? Are we going to tell, oh, man, you're dumb. Oh, man, you're lazy. Oh, man, I don't have any energy. Oh, man, whatever. Like, really? If you tell yourself those things, guess what? The universe and God is going to make those things your reality. Right? Yeah. But if you, like Carlos, you know, how Carlos says, you know, I love what Carlos said about that he doesn't do things without emotion. And I think I'm kind of like the same way. Right? When I make a video, I don't like to make videos just like, hey guys, this is Jose. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about, you know, how exciting my day was. I'm like, really, dude? I can't do that. If I feel like my video is coming out like that, I'll stop it and I'll just be like, that's it. I'm not going to do it right now. I'll just come back to it in an hour or two and then just redo it. Right? Because like as soon as I push play, as soon as I see the thing's gonna be like recording in 5, 4, 3, 2, I'm like, hey guys, it's Jose Garcia. How are you guys doing? You know, I'm in the video, right? I'm not like, hi guys, how you guys doing? You know, like you need to put some emotion in it, okay? So, is there anything else you guys want to share, or do I just keep on pulling out some golden nuggets from there?
Well, I can just touching upon what we was just saying about the previous kind of quote. Like I've got in here what I kind of underlined. I've put, your subconscious mind recognizes and acts upon only thoughts which have been well mixed with emotion or feeling.
Yeah.
And basically, from that, it's saying, because the lack of understanding of this is the lack of understanding of this is the main reason the majority of people who try to apply the principle of autosuggestion get no desirable results. Do you know what I mean? So basically, what it's saying is, if you don't apply the emotion to it, it's all good of saying that you kind of need to apply the emotions to it, and you know you'll get the results. But if you don't apply the emotions to it, just know that you're not gonna get the result.
Yeah.
Done with it, but it's real. You're not gonna get the result that you require if you don't apply the emotions to it, because your subconscious mind only works kind of with your emotion.
Yeah, because it's important. Then that's why it only works with emotions, because your subconscious mind goes off the most important things. That's what it goes off in it, because obviously it's trained to keep you safe. So obviously anything that you give to it with emotion is what it deems as important. Because if it didn't do that, then all the things that we're exposed to, I think we have like 60,000 thoughts a day, then that would start to mess up our subconscious. So our subconscious kind of filters them out through the emotions that we put in. And it's not just faith, it's all the emotions, like the emotions of sex, even the emotions of love, like high emotions in it is what the subconscious goes to work to build your realities for you, innit? Yeah, man.
That's why it's like anger kind of plays a part as well. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Take an impact on your subconscious mind.
Of course, yeah, definitely. But every time I read my DCA, every time I'm doing my self-confidence formula, like, I shout down my place, man. Like, my whole body, you know, like Anthony Robbins says, get into state. Like, I'm moving as I'm talking to the paper on my wall, yeah? It's like I'm talking to 1,000 people. Like, I swear to you, it's like, you're boom, boom, boom. It's insane, isn't it? But, like, that's the kind of, like, power you got to have in it, because I don't know, it just seems like that's just the way it goes. And then say, like, you know, with my definite chief aim as well, there's a part where I say what service I'm going to give, and I close my eyes, yeah, and I visualize myself doing hangouts like this. I visualize myself people watching these hangouts and people being inspired. I visualize myself on a computer, or I visualize myself just giving value, like with my eyes closed like this. And all these things are like, this is autosuggestion, isn't it? Obviously, doing it Napoleon's way, not just saying some shit, because that ain't gonna work for you. If you think reading stuff off paper is gonna work for you, then you're sadly mistaken. It's not. Like, you gotta mix it with emotions. You gotta mix it with that power that's inside of you. You gotta believe it. You know, so you gotta know that it's an inevitability, man. You know. Yeah,
like what you just said kind of touches upon what I was just about. What the next thing I was gonna say, like kind of like obviously believing it and stuff like that. It's like it says the most significant fact is the subconscious mind takes any orders given it in a spirit of absolute faith.
Yeah.
And like talking about before, like last week, you know what I mean, and acts upon those orders. Although the orders often have to be presented over and over again through repetition, like autosuggestion, you know what I mean, before they are interpreted by the subconscious mind. It's like, yeah, man, it's like, you know, you kind of attack your subconscious mind with faith and, you know, emotions, man, or it's not gonna work. Do you know what I mean? It's serious, man, because it's like Joseph was saying that you know, if you kind of just say it like this, like, you know, I'm gonna be a millionaire or something like that, it's not gonna work, because subconscious mind don't believe, right?
Of course, man. It ain't of urgency, do you know what I'm saying? But if you're getting into state like Anthony Robbins says, and you're there moving your whole body, like, you know, biochemistry is going, and you know your body's releasing all these chemicals, and you're like, this will happen, I will this, you know, like, and you get into it, man, like, you feel it in it. Like, there's sometimes I laugh halfway through my affirmations, because it's like, I am now so happy. It's like, I am now so happy. I am now so, and I get really into it, innit? I get really into it, and it's sick.
Carlos, I want to ask you, man, when you're at that peak state,
Yeah.
And don't you feel like you're like, I don't even need to live in a reality because in your mind you're just like, I'm already there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's what it is. But that's what it is, isn't it? Obviously, you've got to, like, Bob Proctor says it as well in Winner's Image, in it. He says that you've got to like be that person before you are that person, in it. So you got to change your appearance physically. You've got to change, all these different things because this is what it's almost like you're being the person that you're trying to become before you that person. And so if you're reading something, it's not like you're reading it to get anything. You're reading it because this is now your reality. And I think that's one of the most powerful things that we could even glean from this kind of hangout so far is that autosuggestion really is just about you suggesting things to yourself that you follow to make you the person that you want to be. Like, that's all it is. It's not you trying to do anything to yourself. It's just you giving yourself the suggestions that is what you really are. Like, for me, that's what it is. When I say I am now happy, I'm not trying to be happy. I am now happy. Like, that's who I am. That's the Carlos that I see myself being in the future. So that's I'm trying to bring that future me into now instead of trying to get to there. So yeah.
That's powerful, man. That's powerful. Something else I wanted to bring up. Carlos brought it up a couple of minutes ago. He said how he visualizes himself doing these hangouts, giving service. And I read this, and it says here, remember, there is no such possibility as something or nothing. Okay? I remember when I got into business and I started doing all this stuff, I never thought about giving any service.
Yeah.
I always thought about, I need money. I want money. I need money. I need money. And that is one of the biggest mistakes, because you have to be able to give, right? There's no such thing as something for nothing, right? Like these hangouts, like, guys, nobody is paying us to do these hangouts, right? Nobody is like, Jose, I'm going to pay you, $100 to jump every Wednesday on a hangout with Carlos, and same thing with Carlos and Karen. No, we're doing that from the bottom of our hearts because we're like, you know what, guys, let's make a commitment.
And this is valuable.
Right, to serve, to give value every single Wednesday and hang out, because we know that one day somebody's going to get inspired from this video, and they're going to be like, you know what, I want to be with you guys. I want to be part of your group. I want to be part of your mastermind. And they're going to join our business. They're going to buy our products, and eventually the money's just going to flow in. But we have to be able to give first. We have to be able to serve first, okay? Because if we don't, how are we ever supposed to attract money, right? And that's something else that was really cool that that Napoleon Hill said. He's like, see yourself rendering the service or delivering the merchandise you intend to give in return for this money. Okay? You have to give it first.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So what is your guys' opinion on that? The power of being able to give first and not just be expecting and chasing the money, right? Just give. Be a servant. And what do you guys think?
It's good because obviously when you give value, when you get that appreciation back and that gratitude back, do you know what I mean? It makes you feel good. It makes you feel good as a person. And obviously, you're going to attract the right people to you because, for one, you kind of obviously attracting people that like you as a character. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a good feeling, man. And obviously, you want to work with people that are kind of attracted to you as a person. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to work with people that are kind of stuck up or, don't really like the kind of person you are. Do you know what I mean? So when you give value, it's like it's awesome, man. You get a good feeling of doing it, and on top of that, you get gratitude back from prospects or people that you kind of talk to and associate yourself around. Yeah, man, definitely.
What you got, buddy?
Yeah, man, the same thing, man. You know what Kieran's saying? It's just, for me, it's like the highest thing that you can do is give something to someone else, or not just a person, like anything, like animals or anything, like just to give, like, because giving is almost like it's like a selfless thing in it, because you're giving your time, you're giving your money, you're giving something which it makes you, like, whatever you're giving, obviously it makes you, like, right now we're doing this hangout in it, and it's not free because it requires our time in it, and obviously we're all entrepreneurs here and our time is worth something. But if anybody is listening to this, we're giving them that for free. Like, we're giving them so many things that can help impact their life for free, and that is like the highest thing that you can do in creation, because it's like you're giving yourself away and not expecting nothing back, and I live by that, man. Like, servitude and service is it's a big thing, man. Do you know what I mean? And I hope I get more of it over the years. Do you know what I mean? Because that's where it's at, man. Where it's at.
Serious, man.
It is, yeah, guys. So like I said, whatever you guys do, if you guys, we're in business, right? We have our own businesses and stuff, but whatever you guys do, be sure you're always giving or you're always serving, right? Let's say, I don't know, like let's just look at an example. Let's say like professional athletes and stuff. They get paid millions and millions of dollars, but why? Because of the entertainment that they give, or actors, right? Because of the service that they give. Right? They don't just, like Jim Carrey or Will Smith or any of these big actors, they don't get paid just to, get on camera and just stare at the camera like this, right? They get paid because of the service that they give, because of the, of the movies that they make and stuff, right? So it's kind of the same thing with us. This isn't technically a movie, but at the same time, we're doing our best to give you guys as much value as we can, so it can impact your life. And be like, you know what? I'm gonna do that, or I like that, or that changed my life, or that was a breakthrough that I had. So always remember to be a servant. Okay, guys. So let's see, what else do you guys have? Anything else? It was a pretty short chapter. It's like 8 or 9 pages, but it was a really important one.
Yeah, I think it's short because it's supposed to be one that you keep coming back to. That's why you did it short on purpose.
Yeah, Mr. Karen, you got golden
I
nugget.
just wanted to kind of give an example out the book of how you would kind of use auto-suggestion. Like, obviously, we've kind of covered it in our Hangout, but I mean, like, I just wanted to kind of give an example from the book of how he's kind of used it to kind of show you how you may want to write it down if you got a piece of paper or something, and kind of edit or whatnot, and read it to yourself and use this. Well, this is how it goes. For an example, so suppose that you intend to accumulate £50,000 or $50,000 by the 1st of January, 5 years hence, that you intend to give personal services in return for the money in the capacity of a salesman. So your written statement will be something similar to this. By the first day of January 19th, I will have in my possession $50,000, which will come to me in various amounts from time to time during the interim. In return for this money, I will give the most efficient service of which I am capable, rendering the fullest possible quantity and the best possible quality of service in the capacity of a salesman of whatever product you're selling, you intend to sell. I believe that I will have this money in my possession. My faith is so strong that I can now see this money before my eyes. So you start visualizing it. And I can touch it with my hands. It is now awaiting transfer to me at any time. And in the proportion that I deliver the service I intend to render in return for it, I am awaiting a plan by which to accumulate this money, and I will follow that plan when it is received.
Bam!
Yeah, man. It's just that's just an example of kind of how to kind of or suggestion. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's exactly what my definite chief aim is. It says by the first day of January 2017. I will have exactly £100,000 in monthly residual income, and then it goes on like everything that Dutch just said. That's what my DCA is kind of built up around, like, And so, yeah, man. Like, if anyone's watching this, and obviously you guys as well, like that's what it is, man. Stick with it, keep doing it, keep pushing it, and keep speaking that into reality. Do you know what I mean? Because it can happen, and it will happen. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, you definitely have to make that marinate in your mind. You know what I mean? Before it can kind of, before your subconscious kind of, takes notice.
One tip I will give you while we're on this context, yeah, is today I made an audio because I was listening to Shakir Hussein the other day, yeah, and he said that he was chanting in the streets when he was fat and broke. He said, I am now making $10,000 per month. And he was chanting this around the street like, I am now making $10,000 per month. I am now making... And he was chanting this, in it, like a crazy person. And he said he looked like a crazy person doing this kind of incantation, in it. And so what I did today, yeah, is I recorded now... I am now making $10,000 per month, and I really got into it, and I really started visualizing it, and all them good things, like emotionalizing it, yeah. And I recorded it, and then I added some motivational music to it, innit. And I stick it in my iPod. I stuck it in my MP3 player now, innit. So obviously, bam, it's like 30 minutes of I am now making $10,000 a month. So I'll let you guys know about what it's saying in a couple of weeks' time, and
That's
powerful. Yeah, man.
Awesome. Yeah. That's a great tip to give to you guys, man. Anybody that's watching this, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna probably go do that as well.
Jeez.
I mean, and do
What if I
that.
can play it? Can I play it to you?
My
Can
iPod.
you hear it?
Yeah, man.
You can hear. Can hear.
Fast forward like
Yeah.
5 minutes so we can see when you're really into it. And
You can hear it?
Now I can't hear your audio.
You can't hear my audio?
No.
You
Maybe-
can't hear it?
maybe you have to unplug it.
Nah, you
Unplug your
can't-
headphones.
Huh?
Maybe you have to unplug your headphones. Maybe you can only hear it because of your headphones.
I send it to you anyway, innit? Obviously, you guys can listen to it anyway, you know, and glean from it what you will, man. But that's one thing that I've took from my mentor as well. So I will.
Obviously, if you could play it to the audience, that would be great. If you could, that is. You know what
I don't know how to.
Give-
I don't know how to, innit? Like, obviously, if it's not playing in it, then I won't be able to do it really.
Yeah.
The setup I got is quite a professional setup in it, and so it's not just the case of unplugging headphones or something like that. It's like it's long. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, all it is just me saying over and over, I am now making $10,000 a month, and then just kind of going into it like, I am now making $10,000, and just seeing it, and then anytime I have any like doubts in my head, I'm just shouting over my doubts, and it's just like, I am now, like, and just forgetting about anything. I just recorded that, so every time I listen to that now, it's gonna put me into a state of yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I put that motivational music on that I like as well, and it's game over, man. It's game over. Autosuggestion times a billion, you know.
Awesome. Yeah, dude, and that, like I said, that's something that I shared with you guys about the little recorder that I have. Is like I do the same thing, right? And I did the same thing like Carlos did. I didn't put motivational music, which I should, but for me it was like relaxation music and stuff, because that's something that I do for like meditating and stuff, like kind of get into your subconscious mind. But I do want to record, let's say, a couple of them, right? Like if I'm running at the gym, I don't want relaxation music. I want motivation music, like some epic music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The message is going to be the same, right? Something else that I do, you know, Carlos says, I am now making. For me, is I, Jose Garcia, have made, right? So put your name in there, you know. See, you know, I think it all goes back to the way you feel, right? Me, I like it if I say, I, Jose Garcia, am now making this amount of money. I, Jose Garcia, have made this amount of money. See that? So maybe, you know, you want to put your name in there, maybe you don't, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's going to be like whatever feels right for you, right? You know, we give you guys a bunch of advice, a bunch of tips, right? You may be like, no, I like Carlos's way, and that's cool. You know, or no, I like Jose's way. Okay, cool. You know, but whatever works for you, just make sure you apply it. Okay, guys?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, man, like, kind of touching upon, like, what you guys just said, but I mean, like, you could just, like, another tip, what you could do to kind of complement, like, what Carlos was saying about the whole $10,000 a month thing, you could just obviously say, like, before you go to sleep, anytime you go to sleep, so if you go to sleep in the day, say before you go to sleep, because that's when your subconscious mind works best. Do you know what I mean?
It always works on the last command, your subconscious mind does as well. That's why if you notice, if you're thinking about something before you go to sleep, you're dreaming about it, innit?
Yeah, that's true. So that's
I got a really, really cool story to tell you guys. I'll try to make it quick.
Go ahead.
The other day, or yesterday, or when I sent you guys that picture of the new member that I got, right?
Yeah.
That member signed up at 1:42, I think it was, in the morning. I went to sleep around 9. I played 2 hours of like the money subconscious videos and stuff like that. It was like a playlist. I played that when I went to sleep. And I woke up. This is how crazy it is, guys. Like, and I can't make this up. I can't. You know, like when I woke up, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, today's gonna be a great day. I started doing my affirmations. I woke up like at 1 in the morning. You know, my definite achieve fame and stuff like that. And I recorded, you know, that I was making this amount of money. And next thing you know, I checked my email, and I had a new member. And I was like, holy shit! Like, this is awesome. You know, and it wasn't really like it was just kind of what led up to it, right? How Carlos was saying, or Karen, when you're going to sleep, feel what it would be like to have it, or you know, to get new members. You know, I've always had a thing about waking up in the morning and having made money, because I've always wanted to feel what that's like. It's like, cool, I woke up in the morning and I made money while I was sleeping. Like, that is just awesome. So if you go to sleep with that feeling, you're going to be like, shit. You know, after a week, or maybe, like I said, for me, it was like the next day. It just happened. You know, and it was just, I don't know, it was just cool. So something I wanted to share with you guys. Yeah, guys. Yeah, but that's all we got. You know, you guys have anything else that you guys want to go ahead and share with us?
Let me see if I got anything else. The last thing I'm about to share, it's a short quote. It says, "Man may become the master of himself and of his environment because he has the power to influence his own subconscious mind, and through it gain the cooperation of infinite intelligence."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it kind of comes back to kind of like what we've been discussing. To say it's all based on the same stuff.
This is sick, yeah.
Basically, you control. Go ahead, Carlos.
Nah, you go ahead. Go ahead. Finish off.
Yeah, basically, kind of comes down to, you know, the stuff that you put in your mind, but you have control. So basically, it's basically letting you know that, you know, out of everything you have control over your mind, but you have to take control of that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You have to put the right thoughts and the right stuff into your mind if you want that to be your life. You know what I mean? That's kind of what that is about.
There was one thing, obviously, because I know we're doing a hangout in it, but obviously, like I say, all books coincide in it. And like Psycho-Cybernetics says the same thing in it. It says that man is different from animals because he has the power to influence his own subconscious mind in it. And like people, I'll end with this and I won't say anything. In society and in like the world, we're always taught that we're animals. And do you know how just our animals are like limited to their programming? Like an elephant has to do what an elephant does, and you see birds migrating to certain places, and you know you see the animals kind of going with the flow of nature. They're not able to go, fuck this. Sorry, excuse my language. They're not able to go, you know what, forget this. I want to go this way. They can't do that because they can't influence their subconscious mind in it. And this is the difference between man and animal. And so you've got a lot of people that say, oh, you know, I can't stop being promiscuous because I'm just an animal, or I can't stop being a failure because, you know, I didn't have a dad or something when I was growing up, or I can't be this because, you know, my teeth are crap or something like that. I can't do videos because my teeth or this or the way I look or any, like, this is all like programming that people think they're limited to in it, but they're not, because you have the power to change yourself through your subconscious mind. So what you were and what you are you don't have to be that way. You know, you can change it by changing your subconscious mind, and animals can't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's that. Yo.
Powerful.
That's exciting. If you're not excited by that, like, I'd know.
I know anyone's gonna. Yeah, that's awesome.
Carlos, can you go ahead and share the book that you just kind of was going into?
Yeah, man, of course, man. Dr. Maltz in it, Psycho-Cybernetics it's called, and it basically just, what it is, yeah, it's about improving your self-image, and he kind of goes in and he says that it's not, like, everyone has a secret self-image, and this is what determines the results that they get in life, innit? And this is what is obviously tied in with the subconscious mind and stuff like that inside of Think and Grow Rich, innit? And so that's what it's about, really. It's instead of focusing on just on who you are now and on your conscious mind, you've got to go on that subconscious journey. You've got to get in the boat, and you've got to go down the river of your mind. And anytime you see anything that looks hideous or horrendous, don't judge it, change it. Like, that's it, you know, kind of put paint over it. And obviously some of the methods that we're saying to change it is things like autosuggestion and things like that. So that's all I got to say on that.
That's awesome. What do you guys think if after we're done with Think and Grow Rich, we jump on Psycho-Cybernetics? Because I've read it too, and it's a powerful book.
Powerful, bro.
I say we do that.
I'm gonna have to copy of that.
With this one, let's because like I said, for me, like, I want to do these every Wednesday, right? Once we finish the book, let's start up another one and just dissect it and kind of do this thing and just always give value, like, as much as we can. So I know Psycho-Cybernetics, like Carlos said, he just gave us a little golden nugget of what was in there.
That's crazy, man.
Before, right?
Cool.
Yeah, how he talks about, you know, looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself, you know, the auto suggestions and stuff like that. All that stuff is powerful. That's another great book. But I think that's all we have for you guys today. I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining us. And, you know, I'm sure you guys got some golden nuggets. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Mr. Karen for some last words, and then Mr. Carlos, and then we'll go ahead and finish it off till next week.
Yeah, guys, man. I just appreciate you guys coming and seeing and watching the video. Whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's 2 years' time, I'm still going to appreciate you guys. And I just want to say, man, anything the mind of man/woman can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. And that's something I'm going to say on every hangout we have, because it's so serious and it's so powerful. You need to marinate that quote into your mind, you know what I mean? And start to, you know, put an emotion to it and really start to auto-suggest that. And, you know, you can use the tips that we've taken from today's topic and apply that, man, because it's serious, man. Anything you can do, anything you want in life, you can achieve. You know what I mean? Just put your mind to it. Serious, put your subconscious mind to it, man. Have a great day, man, and make it a good one. And pass it over to Carlos.
Yeah, man, yo, that's the sickest thing. It's like everyone's just in this mastermind energy, so it's like everyone's just saying the same damn stuff, and it's funny because that's why I ain't really said anything in it, because like all of my auto-suggestion, like literally it's ticked off, it's starred up, it's underlined, and everything that Kieran said, everything that you said obviously about the book is just literally everything that I wanted to say. So that's why sometimes it's good not to say everything. You don't always need to say everything. Sometimes you just need to be humble and learn a little bit in it. But yeah, man, like it's just obviously it's an honor to obviously, you know, do these hangouts with you guys and that. And you know what, like I just think it's time to start letting other people see these things and letting other people come out and kind of, you know, get in with the tribe and get in with obviously the movement of, you know, this, because it's exciting times ahead, man. And you know, if anyone does want to go on a journey of self, yo, start with Think and Grow Rich and apply yourself to the principles inside of it, because it's just that guidebook for life. It's just that guidebook, and you know, just like Kieran said, you know, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And so, go there if you're looking for a way to change yourself. You know, go there, Think and Grow Rich. Yeah, man.
That's it, man. Grow rich.
Thank you guys so much for, like I said, for joining us. And yeah, you know, I don't know, like this book is, I really like it. I really, really like it. And I just like how we're reading it, right? We're not just racing to it, racing to finish it. Oh, yay, I read the page, you know, 230 or whatever. No, you know, like we're really, really dissecting it and taking out the golden nuggets that are in there and sharing with you guys. You know, like we said, you know, me and Karen said this on the first hangout, is, you know, I may say something in a certain way that you understand it, or, you know, Karen may explain it in a certain way, or Carlos may explain it in a certain way. And for us, what really matters is that, you know, it gets to you. It doesn't matter who gives it to you, right? As long as you understand it and as long as you gain value from it, that's the most important thing, and that's what we're here for. All right, guys, so like Carlos said, thank you guys so much. It's an honor. It is an honor, and we had so much fun, right? Before the hangout and after the hangout, it's something else. You know, and hopefully, you know, soon we'll have more people jumping on these hangouts as well.
Yeah.
Watching these hangouts, and you guys wanna, if you guys wanna join us, hey, just hit us up. Just let us know. And you know, we're here to help you. We're here to mastermind and build. You know, I don't know, build a big mastermind as a community and as a team. All right, guys. So that's all we have for you guys today. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next week. We're gonna be discussing, if you guys want to go ahead and read ahead, it's going to be chapter 5 or chapter 6. It's going to be specialized knowledge, right? That's our next chapter. So you guys can go ahead and jump on Google and just look up the PDF, and you'll be able to find it. All right, guys? So thank you guys very much, and we'll see you guys next week, all right? Have a great day. See you guys later.
Peace.